Hello and welcome back. This is supposed to be episode 5, but I had recorded, played, did what I needed to do to 5, and then I inadvertently deleted the file. I had deleted the raw footage previously, and then after I had done that and completed episode 5 rendering, I accidentally deleted it. During episode 5, I can't remember in 4 if I had 5 people or not, but we had recruited up to 5 people. We had gotten to a few fights out here with vagrants and bandits, just the weak, starving bandits. And my people had gotten beat up a couple of times, and we ended 5 in here after our last fight because they needed to sleep in beds to be healed. And you can see they're all healed now with the exception of Swift, who is still 2 points down on her stomach, but that's okay. We also managed to loot enough stuff between the bandits and the animals that we got just shy of 15,000 cats. Now that we have that much money and that we have 5 characters, which is what I wanted to start, that was my goal was from the start was to get up to 5 characters before we start doing anything. Other than making money and surviving. Now I want to go ahead and start building the little farm out here. This will be what we do to make some further cats and then to start increasing our weapons and our armor. Now, to do that, we're going to have to build a level 2 research bench. To build a level 2 research bench, it takes 10 iron plates. So we're going to run over here. By the way, I did finally do the import that fixes each location has dual vendors in it. You can see now we've only got one vendor here, and all the other shops should also only have one vendor instead of the 2 vendors. We're going to have Joe and Moo run inside. Yes, one vendor. Good. It did work. Now, we need 10 iron plates. He's missing his backpack. Who's got it? Okay, Griffin. During the fights, some of the characters went down, so I was changing the backpacks around. I forgot to switch them back. So let me give Joe back his backpack. And we're going to buy, we need 10 of these, but we're actually going to buy all of them, and we're going to buy all of the building materials. I think that's enough for now. I actually want to buy this for the future also, this generator core. We'll purchase that. Now, let's head out here and see what we need. We know that we need 10 iron plates, which we did get. Now we need to see what we need to build that storm house that will house it, because the level 2 research bench is a lot larger than level 1, and it will not fit in this existing small shack we have here, this residential small. It's just too small. So let's see what we need to build the next larger size of building, which is called a storm house. We need 16 building materials. Now I believe we just got 8, was it? Yes, we got 8. So we need to run. We're going to run down to Blister Hill. I'm sorry, we're in Blister Hill. We're going to run to Bad Teeth because we need to get 8 more, at least 8 more building materials before we can even build the home. And we'll do that. We'll run down there, and hopefully we'll see some fights along the way that we can loot some more resources. We can always use more resources to sell for cats. But our primary goal is just to get to Blister Hill as quickly as we can. I'm sorry, Bad Teeth as quickly as we can. And since I just started the game, it's going to... Oh, see, here we got some bandits. Alright, well, since I deleted the video of our last fight, we're going to have the... Oh, no, another one? Oh, no, this is... Okay, now this is interesting. I was going to fight these hungry bandits, but we've also got to... why am I way back here? I'm very slow. Oh, yes, I'm only at 13 miles per hour. Oh, no, he's the one with the holy flame. Joe has the holy flame? Yes. And the paladins want to... Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to continue letting Joe run as fast as he can towards us. At the same time, I'm going to cross... Oh, I'm going to try to run back towards Joe and hope that I make it before the paladins reach me. I hope the paladins will start to fight Joe. Come across. Okay. Dang it. He got Griffin. All right. Blessings upon you, brother. Welcome to your motherland, the sacred domain of the Holy Lord Phoenix himself. Blessed be his name. Evil lurks in all shadows of the land, but Okran watches over you here, brother, where you belong as a pure blood. Blessings upon you, brother. It's easy to find danger and lose your path when you journey away from the hallowed cities, my brother. Remember to stay true to your purity and take refuge in the Holy Lord Phoenix himself. Blessed be his name. Now please, take some food. And they give us a ration pack. Well, that's good. However, I thought they would engage. Oh, they are, okay. We're going to get into a fight. This is the leader, the guy without a shirt, or in this case, the female without a shirt, and who has the large blade. So we want to group up. Now, one thing we're going to do is take this backpack off. Man, that doesn't really help. You notice without the backpack reduces encumbrance skill by 5 or 50%. And when I take the backpack off, all the weight in it makes Joe be over-encumbered or be encumbered by 72%. When I put the backpack back on, it's only 47%. Normally, you would want a backpack off for fighting, but in this instance, I'm going to leave it on. Now, Moo is not encumbered at all. She has 8 building materials, and notice she has 0. So I'm going to take it off and see what she's now 24. I'm gonna leave that off her. And Swift, Bataille, and Griffin do not have one. So let's let them get into this fight. Since I deleted the last video that had all those fights in it. And I thought... okay. I was going to say, I thought the paladins were helping. But they're fighting various... It's only the high paladin that's here. Looks like the rest of his group is fighting over here. All right, looks like that's done, and we were injured. Who was injured the most? It looks like Swift and Bataille. Let's bring them back together. Have them heal. Joe, as you can see, Joe is healing. Bandaging, I should say. He's bandaging their wounds. All right, now let's see what we can loot off of these, if anything. There was one right here. I'm pretty sure. There he is. Let's have Griffin loot. Excuse me. And again, it's just going to be the clubs, because the weight space cats ratio is too much for the other items. They just take up too much space for the amount of cats they bring you. And the paladins should be finished over here. See if we can loot anything from their combat. Again, it's very difficult to find. I can see 2 lying here, 1 here and 1 there. So we'll have Swift loot them 2. It's not much, but it's another 45 to 49 cats per item. Every little bit will help us. And we'll have Bataille loot this one. Got caught stealing. Don't care. They're just bandits. We'll fight them. Okay. He's down again. There we go. Now, excuse me. We're going to continue our run. Oh, well. We're going to continue our run to Bad Teeth, but we're also going to continue to loot as we go along, because every little bit of item we can loot and sell helps in the long run. Let me fast forward. All right. Now, let's find Moo, since she's got a backpack with room in it. We'll put it back on her. Put that in a backpack. Now this will slow her down also, just like Joe is slowed down, but we're getting closer to bad teeth, so that should be okay. I can hear one of them. One of them must have got up. Yeah, he did. They just put him down. They make a very distinctive noise, these type of animal here. There's another one up. That one looks like a rock. Okay. Make sure I get all of them because they look like, some of them look like rocks lying here, and I don't want to miss any. I think that's all. At any rate, we're going to proceed as if it was. And here's more combat. This is brilliant. More animals that we can loot. Again, we're going to use Moo. Looks like an entire nest was just wiped out. Now you notice briefly my icon changed to a working symbol, a tool symbol. That's because these are farms and they're ready to be harvested. I can harvest these farms, but I don't want to because they don't belong to me. Did I get that one? I don't believe so. Yes, alright. Well, moving on. Here's two more. Well, three actually. Yes, this is very good. This is going to be very helpful. Is this one lying here? Yep. Looks like they went inside the building. Okay, this farmer says, "You're from the outside, the holy. You're from outside the Holy Lands. Is it true that the women folk devour your gohans after fornication?" So that's just some of the things that we, as Holy Nation citizens, are told about foreigners, if you will. That if you go outside the Holy Lands, there's all kind of weirdness going on. And we have never been outside the Holy Lands, so we believe it. Since we're not farming or shopkeeping, the people that see us think we're roamers and that we've been outside the Holy Land, so they ask us questions like that. I think that's all of the, what is this? That's got a bounty on it. You know what? I'm going to, oh man, that's 500 cats. I'm not going to. I was going to pick this character up and take their bounty, but I'm not instead. Well, you know what? They're going to wake up. They're going to wake up, and then they're just going to get beat down again and possibly die. And they're escaped slaves, Holy Nation outlaws. You can see here that they're an escaped servant. It's very tempting to want to pick that character up and turn him into the police station and get that 500 cat bounty. But I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm going to do that because they're going to die anyway. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate, but Kenshi, at times, you have to make some tough decisions. And this is one of them that I'm going to make. I'm going to pick this character up. Moo's going to continue looting. Now, I don't know if the noise of the farm is coming through. It's probably the windmill. Can you hear that? And there was some type of combat going on just over here also. Oh, it's probably the rest of those Holy Nation squad. All right, well, let's get a move on. We're going to keep going down to bad teeth. This 500 cats is going to come in handy, I believe. Make sure we got everybody. Of course, Joe and Moo will be moving slower since they have a burden. Particularly Joe, not only is he overburdened with the weight of those building materials, but he's carrying another human on him. So he's very slow. Just keep running. What are these, mercenaries? Yes, these are mercenaries. Now, once we get to bad teeth, we'll be able to purchase the rest of the building supplies we need to at least get started. on building our farm. Joe is very, very slow. He's running at 9. Wow, okay. You know, it just occurred to me, I'm not certain is there a police? Let me pause for just a moment. I don't know if there's a police unit in here, because some of these buildings are destroyed. Oh no, there's not. There's no police detachment in this town. But that's okay. We had to come here anyway to get some building materials. Where is the building material place? We're looking for the engineer icon. All right, that's armor. It's a bar. Surely they have one, right? Oh, that's a sword place. There's no engineer in here, if you can believe that. I believe it. I'll be doggoned. All right, well, there's nothing to be done in here then. This is a Holy Nation barracks. The police station looks like this. It's a watchtower, and there's just not one here, which means. Now, I have heard, I grew up here. We know this. We know there's a city, we think, over here. So we're gonna run over there, and there might be some more buildings there we can interact with. So we'll try that. Hopefully we can get there in one piece. And in fact, Joe is running so slow that I'm going to. Who's got the highest strength here? I don't know. Without looking. All right, we're gonna go to Griffin and trade a couple of things with him. That, for example, that is very heavy. That one thing weighs 20 kilograms. And let's see if Joe runs any faster now. Up to 11. That's a little bit better. And we're going to trade a little bit with Swift. We'll give Swift 3 of those. Now Joe's down to 57. And then we'll trade a little with Bataille. We'll give Bataille a little more because he's not yet encumbered. 5, which means we're going to give Swift 5 also. Okay, that means that instead of 70% encumbered, he's down to 50, and instead of running at 9, he's running at 12. So that helps a little bit. It's about a 25% increase. I'll take it. I don't know why these guys didn't run instead of swimming. It would have been quicker to run across that bridge, even though it's a little further to travel. Swimming is so slow. Oh, these bandits already, and I did not even see them. What is this? This is a drifter who just got. See, he's a skeleton, and it looks like the Holy Nation just beat him up. You can see he's got a crippled arm. His chest is hurt, and his leg is damaged. But we have these. I don't know if we really want to engage these guys. We can't outrun them, so we got no choice. We're going to have to fight. We just cannot outrun them, so let's fight. The skeleton. Oh, I was going to say the skeleton might help, but he just went down. Now, this is interesting because. Come on, Joe. Moo's down. Griffin is going to be down. These guys are being beat up hardcore. Griffin could lose a leg if we're not careful here. Moo, heal yourself, Moo. Bandage yourself. Griffin, bandage yourself if you can. We don't want you losing a leg. Joe, wow, he's going to lose a leg also if he's not careful. And Swift, bandage yourself. Swift, do you not have any? No. Yes, you do. Bandage yourself. Run, run, run. Bandage yourself. Okay, well, get into the fight. That skeleton, I thought that skeleton was going to help us, but he went down really hard because he's really, really hurting. You see he's rebooting in a recovery coma. All right, well, we just got our butts beat again, and they're going to steal our food. They might not take raw meat. Oh, they did. They took the raw meat. But they didn't take it from Joe. Oh, they took that ration pack. Oh, my goodness. Well, we just... Get up, Joe. Don't play dead. Heal yourself. Toughness is now up to 15. But this is what happened in the deleted episode is we did 3 or 4 fights just like this. Well, look. You're here. You might as well heal yourself, Joe. What are you waiting on? Since it's dark, their detection range is... It may not look so dark on the screen, but it is nighttime, which means their detection range is greater. They do not see us getting up. But at the same time, Bataille, where's Bataille? Heal yourself, brother. And then I want you to get on Griffin. No, we'll have Joe. Joe, you got that backpack. See what you can loot from this. Nothing. Oh, that's the one I was carrying. Has he still got... Yes, pick him up. Alright, good. Now I want you to go to Griffin and heal Griffin while Bataille is healing himself. Alright, he's going to... Joe is healing everybody that needs healing. Now, Swift is going to still be down for a while, so we're going to have Griffin pick up Swift. No, Moo. Griffin pick up Moo. Nope, not trade. Pick up. And we're going to have Bataille pick up Swift. And I think we're going to be in a world of hurt unless we can make it to this other town that's up here. We are so slow. How fast is Griffin moving with that bad leg? He's moving 2 miles per hour. This is not good. This is not good at all. And that means anybody and anything can outrun us. All right, as much as it pains me to do, we're going to have to run back to this town and go to the inn, to the bar, and rest because we are really hurting. And 2 miles per hour is entirely too slow to be running around here. If you've seen my previous 2 attempts at getting this started, you'll know that both times everybody got killed and died, and that's how it ended. I don't want to take a chance. I know we're taking a chance. I know if we tried to get over there, oh no! Look at this already! Come on, guys, run faster! Ah, we're getting beat up again. Okay, well, just let them do their thing. Excuse me. Okay, Joe. No, don't play dead. We don't play dead. Get up. Now pick up this fella. Swift. Not Swift. Griffin. Moo. Griffin. Okay. All right, Griffin. Pick up Moo. And keep going, buddy. Keep going. This is why Kenshi is very dangerous, and that's why I've been being very careful, which may make boring gameplay to some people. But if you are not careful with what you're doing, you're going to end the game right then and there, because it don't take much for people to put you down. And if this doesn't illustrate it, I don't know what else would, because as you saw, we just got beat up by one group and hadn't moved 100 yards before we got beat up by another group. Now, I've got this on the fastest speed, and you can see how slow they're walking. They're really injured. His leg is really bad. If you lose a leg, oh, look at this. Is this another person going to beat me? Yep, it sure is. Well, there's only one, so we're going to put all 4 of us on him. Well, all 3 of us that are conscious. Oh, I thought there was only one. What a fool I am. They came across the water. There's a paladin. How come he's not helping? Yeah, I must be bloody insane. I agree with that, Joe. I definitely am bloody insane. What in the world? Well, we got no choice but to fight again. Get our butts whooped again. Welcome to Kenshi, ladies and gentlemen. Even right outside, a major city. At least their paladin is helping here. Now let's see who's hurt. See, they took our food, so now some of us are hungry. We're starving. All right, Batai is up, so I'm going to get him involved. May as well. Swift is up. Griffin is trying with that bum leg. He's dragging himself. Moo is down still, and Joe is down. Wait, Griffin's got a bum leg. I've got to loot these guys as quickly as I can, and we've got to get the heck out of Dodge. We've got to get back in the room. Batai, can you loot? We've got to get it back in the city. We've just got to. No room. All right, that means that we're going to have to take Joe's backpack. How long is Joe going to be doing? Negative 33. Okay, Griffin, pick up Joe. Oh, God, buddy, I know you can barely move. Come on, Moo. Get up. You've got 2 good legs. You can run. Have you pick up Joe. Have Griffin. Now, we're also going to have you, Moo. Let's have Swift trade with Joe, even though Joe's unconscious. He's still got a backpack. And we're going to put this stuff back in the backpack so that we have room for Swift. Again, I added a T. Swift. There's that escape servant. Still got the bounty? Yes. Okay, Swift, pick up that bounty. Come back over here. Limp. There's our food they looted. We will take some of that food back. This is the same group. They attacked us multiple times. Thief. Oh, I thought that was the caravan people that said that. It was just the bandit, which I'm okay stealing from bandits. That's fine. There's that ration pack. Come on, knock them back down. We need that food back. And you ate it immediately, of course, because they had already munched a lot out of it. Oh, I hope this works. I hope we can loot all these guys and then get inside before we're attacked again. Okay, that's close enough to everybody, whether it was or it wasn't. We're going into town. At least we're going to attempt to get into town before we're attacked yet again. Oh, Griffin, he's so slow, even not carrying anyone. I cannot splint his leg because I don't have any splint kits. Splint kits take up a lot of room, and I typically do not use them, especially early on, which is probably when you need them the most, but they just take up too much room. Can't afford the space this early in the game. And unfortunately, this episode is going to be us getting beat up a couple of times and just making it back here, I hope, to be able to lie down, rest, and recuperate. So in that sense, it wasn't much different than the deleted episode. The difference being we had more fights. I think we had 3 fights, 3 of these fights in the previous episode that I accidentally deleted. We're going to go into... That bar has how many beds on top? That bar has only 3 beds. This bar has 3 beds. And this bar has 3 beds. Well, they all only have 3 beds. So we're going to go into the nearest one. We're going to go into this bar here because we definitely need... Well, before we do that, let's go and sell. Who all has stuff to sell? Almost all of us, I would imagine, at this point. So let's go here and sell, and maybe we can recuperate enough funds to at least pay for the beds that we're going to use. Alright, let's sell. That's good. And Joe has nothing to sell. Moo just sold everything she needed to sell. Griffin needs to sell these things. Swift needs to sell all these clubs. I really need some food also. Once we get into the bar, I guess I'll buy a little bit of food. I didn't want to spend money on food just yet, but in order to cook those 3 pieces of meat that we have, we'd have to leave the city and go far enough outside the radius of the city that we could build a fire. And I just don't want to go that far right now outside the city. Let's get ourselves recuperated. We will recuperate faster if we can get some food in us. So let's purchase a little bit of food. You know, food cubes are very expensive, but they're well worth it. I'm going to have each character get 1 food cube for now. And I don't know if you can hear them eating, but I can. Make sure they didn't. Yeah, he ate the entire food cube. All right, we're going to have a couple pieces of cooked meat already then. If they've already ate the entire food cube, I'm going to grab a couple more pieces of meat for each one of them. Okay, we'll go back to Joe and Moo then. All right, now we're going to go upstairs. Since there's only 3 beds here, Joe will go. Who's carrying Joe? Moo. Put Joe in that bed right there. 100. Griffin, I want you to go in the 2nd bed, and Batai in the 3rd bed. All right. I really don't want to put Moo. We'll have Moo run over here to this other bar. If I can get the angle right. Have her go lie down. And I do not want to lay down that bandit just yet, because that's 500 cats that in my opinion I need right now. So once these guys get healed enough or recuperate enough, I'll swap one of them out of the bed, have him pick up the bandit, and then have Swift lie down. But at any rate, that's gonna be it for this episode. And what I'll do is I will just let this continue. Time pass. So basically, they're just lying in bed healing. All that's going to happen is I'm going to swap Swift out with one of them. And then we'll start the 7th episode, since I'm considering this 5/6. We'll start the 7th episode with them healed and ready to continue our journey to the 3rd town of the Holy Nation that I'm aware of, which should be over here somewhere, I believe. Until then, ciao.